Probably John did that a bit. All right. Please pray with me, Spirit of wisdom. Open our hearts in thanksgiving. Minister to us, you. The only truth be spoken, the only truth be heard, we ask. Amen. I was scrolling through some YouTubes and just felt moved to click on this one. A woman by the name of Sherry Shannon Van Stone, who's worked in the Waterloo area, grew up in the United States, was working in the Waterloo area for about 30 years. And she's a mathematician, a physicist, the co-creator with her husband of the cryptological security system of BlackBerry, the most secure system in the world, whose analytics is the gold standard now for car security internet systems. And she was giving a moving lecture to an auditorium filled with university math students who were women, because she recently sold her husband's company. Unfortunately, he died about 6 years ago. And she sold their company, and now she is working with organizations to encourage young women to be their full selves in a very patriarchal system and to find ways of getting women into the sciences. She's an inspirational figure, and she was spiritually captivated by Sir Isaac Newton's first law of physics. It changed her life, which goes to show something that Thomas Aquinas, one of the most powerful theologians in the history of the world from the 13th century, who drove the Vatican crazy, he used to always say, all the world, all of creation is God's. And we should not make distinctions between theology and science. Whatever is real, whatever is true, that is God. You can learn as much in science and in nature, he used to say back in the 13th century. You can learn as much there as you can in the Bible. And so, when Sherry grasped Newton's law of physics, it changed her life. That law says that a force in motion stays in motion the same speed and direction, and she realized that her life was a part of that force. And she suddenly knew who she was. She knew who all we were as human beings, a force in motion, perpetual motion, unless an unbalanced negative force changes who we essentially are. It got me thinking about the many Bible verses that say the same thing, that we are a divine force in motion. How about this one? Greater is the God force in you than the evil that's in the world. I mean, wow, we could just think about that for 5 minutes. All the evil that gets us discouraged, all the challenges of climate change. What did the ancients say who went through horrendous situations we can't even imagine? Greater is the God force in you than the evil in the world. A force in motion stays in motion. How about this verse? You are God's masterpiece. I mean, wow. I mean, did you look in the mirror this morning and say, hello, masterpiece? Well, get with the program. You are God's masterpiece, created in the love of Jesus the Anointed One to do good, and get this, which is our destiny from the very beginning of creation. I'm just excited this morning. I apologize. A force in motion stays in motion. How about this one? Do not be overcome by evil. Whatever has got you down, whatever has got you discouraged, whatever makes you feel threatened, whatever makes you feel less than, do not be overcome. Instead, you overcome evil with good. That would suggest we've got the power to do that, doesn't it? Because a force in motion stays in motion. Friends, of all the things I'm thankful for today, there's none greater than claiming the precious gift of our existence. We're not rings of materialized dust that make up the rings of Saturn. We're not even a beautiful flower that graces this world with its beauty. But we are a force of divine agency that gives us the ability and power to create and shape this world forever and ever by simply being our best self. This is not when I grew up here in the church. When Jesus realized that he was born for more than just eating and sleeping and making money to pay bills and having a few laughs, when he realized, like Sharon did, that there was a new world evolving and that he could be a part of it, he went down to John and said, "Baptize me, baby, because I want in. I want to be that force. Greater is the force within you than the evil that is in the world." Or how about this? "I can do whatever has to be done to the power of the anointed one who's anointed me." Here's the great phrase. It's all saying the same thing. You see, that's why we yearn for meaning. That's why we need more than just the physical blessings of life and a few laughs and support. We need more than that because we've been born with a purpose to change the world. I took a course in human resources. I was surprised to find out that money was fifth on the list of what motivates people to be good workers. Fifth. The almighty dollar. Fifth. Do you know what's at the top of the list? The top of the list, what we yearn for the most from our jobs, is to have the opportunity to make an impact on the decisions that are made and what happens at work. Why? Because we're a force in motion. That's what we're created to be. That's what we need to be. That's what we crave to be. We want to make an impact. No. We need to make an impact. We yearn to make a difference. The greatest satisfaction we'll ever know and have experienced today is the satisfaction of knowing that we were able to bless somebody and do something for somebody that made a difference in their life. Nothing sets you on fire as good as that. That's eternal life. That's what Jesus meant by eternal life. Being that force of goodness that God has made us, staying in motion forever. A force in motion stays in motion. Unless acted upon by an unbalanced negative force. There's the rub. Here's the rub. Those unbalanced negative forces that trick us into thinking we're less than. So much of religion is that. Oh, we're sinful. We're born in sin. Oh, we got to repent. Oh, God's got to be calm with us. Oh, God had to kill his son to have a relationship with us. Oh, give me a break. There's those negative, unbalanced forces. The forces in the world that trick us into thinking we're less than, powerless, love less, meaning less. Or even more subtly, trick us into thinking that a certain lifestyle is going to satisfy us, or that what we need is recognition and some fame. One of my favorite Thanksgiving movies is Son of a Woman, starring Al Pacino and a young Chris O'Donnell. It begins in the corner of a tiny cottage in a farmhouse in New York State where sits a bitter old man. His niece and her husband have taken him under their wing and have given him the cottage behind their house, but he shows no gratitude. He growls at them. He barks at their children wherever they come near. He eats very little but drinks bottle after bottle of liquor. He hates everybody, and he hates himself the most. He's a retired Army colonel who expected to be made general. That's all he wanted in life. He didn't care about family and relationships. All that he wanted to do was be a general. If he was a general, he'd have meaning. Being a general was what it was all about. But he was passed over. Wasn't made a general, and he never recovered from his humiliation. To make matters worse, he blinded himself playing with a grenade when it was drunk and it exploded. When Thanksgiving comes, the niece and her husband feel the need to get away from him for a break. To look after the cranky uncle, they had to hire a 17-year-old student from a nearby private school who was there in scholarship and couldn't even afford to go home for the weekend. Couldn't even afford a bus ticket. This young man who was a force in motion turns out to be the salvation of that old man. Unknown to his niece, the blind man is planning to go to New York for the weekend to have one last fling using the young man as his guide. Then he'll dismiss the boy and blow his brains out. In an intensely moving scene, the boy dissuades the old man from this final desperate act. With the sheer honesty of his caring, the boy awakes in the embittered old cynic a feeling of self-respect, hope, and true purpose of life, what Jesus called eternal life. The old man discovered that the young man needed him changed him. And then he began to understand that he could help the young man too. The old man discovered that his true force was needed because this young man was being railroaded by others at the school. And this old man, whose heart was turned on by the force of the young man, was able to go home with that young man and save his future. Friends, our lives are given us to be a force of motion, and nothing fills us with a sense of gratitude more than knowing that we make a difference. The good we do every day changes the world forever, ripples through eternity. And in our story today, Mark tells of a man of great wealth, a leader in the community, who had more insight than the drunk colonel. This man lived a good life, had made a good living, helped out the community, but there was that little divine voice inside him saying, "Is that all there is, my friend?" As successful as he was, he sensed something was lacking, and so he went to see Jesus, and he said, "Good teacher, what do I have to do to have eternal life?" I love this. Jesus said, "Why are you calling me good? God's the one who's completely good." Now, didn't we grow up here and Jesus was perfect? Yeah, the church got into that later to make us feel separate from Jesus. But here Jesus, right in the earliest gospel, the most historic gospel, says, "Don't call me good. God's the good one. He's the source." Jesus said, if you want eternal life, obey God's commandments. Don't murder, don't commit adultery, don't steal, don't lie. Honor your mother and your father. And the rich young ruler said, I've done those. And Jesus looked at the man with love and affection. I love that. He says, but you still lack one thing, don't you? That's why you're here. You know you're missing something. So go and sell what you own and give it to the poor and those who are in need, and you'll have treasure in heaven. It'll be with you forever, and then come and follow me. Jesus loved this fellow, saw his potential. He says, you're a good guy, but you spend most of your life taking care of the people in your circle. Yeah, you donate some money to worthy causes, but you've got more money than you could ever spend in a lifetime. You want eternal life? You need to become the powerful force in motion God has made and equipped you to be. Invest your life by investing your money in changing lives. Jesus' answer shocked the fellow, and he went away very sad because he had many possessions. So he left Jesus and went away grieving, unable to accept the invitation Jesus offered him to join his community of disciples. Jesus was so sad too. That man could have changed the world. He could have become a fellow disciple. We could have been reading today the gospel according to that rich young man, but instead he went back home to write his name on another contract and make another deal. He left Jesus with a sad heart. He went back to Jerusalem to mingle with the merchants and the bankers, back to his beautiful palace of a home, fields, olives like green carpets on the hillside, his silver and gold rang on the top of his tables. But you know, funny thing, history records that Rome soon came to Jerusalem, took his and everybody else's palace, emptied his gold coffers, and set his olive orchards on fire, so they didn't end up doing much more, did they? Because of the unbalanced negative fear of not having enough, he lost the opportunity for eternal life, of making a difference that he knew really mattered. Sherry Shannon Van Stone, this mathematician physicist, told the young women listening to her, to be a force in motion, listen and trust the voice within you. When her academic advisor during her last year of undergraduate degree told her that she shouldn't go to graduate school because she'd take a position away from a man who would really do something with that, and she'd end up just falling in love and getting married. She said, I don't tune into negative frequencies like that. Hey, there's an expression. When the unbalanced negative force comes at us, let's just not tune in. And she says, no, I'm going to graduate school. And when she was hired by the government, the only woman in her department, the others blamed her for taking extra assignments they didn't even want. But she did them so well that they looked bad. She just tuned up their frequency and listened to the divine voice within her saying, you're a force, you're a force. She told the young women in this lecture, when the negativity comes, just tune it out and listen to that voice within. You are You are a force. That's what I want to hear us today. Let's say, I am a force. All together. I am a force. The negativity comes. What do you say? I am a force. Somebody puts you down, doesn't give you the respect you deserve. You say, I am a force. You're faced with a problem, it's so big you don't know how you're going to get through it. What do you say? I am a force. Jesus said, do what you got to do to follow me into being the force God has made you to be. Then of all of life becomes a gift. Fear is replaced by love. Sadness and boredom replaced by joy. The joy of regular gratitude. And so as we move into prayer time, we're doing something a little different today. We all have a leaf there. We've been giving thanks for many things. I want you to give thanks for your life today. I want you to mark on that leaf something about yourself, whose God made you to be, a way that you have an ability, something about you that you're thankful for. And I want you to write that on your list. Something you give thanks to God for about you and the force God's made you. As I sing a song that wraps up everything we've been talking about here. And as you do that, I'm going to ask whoever's got the basket to collect them to just quietly go up and down the aisle and receive them. And then at the end of the service, when you go home, they'll be mixed up and you're going to take a leaf with you. It probably won't be yours. And you'll see a trait, a gift that somebody else has given thanks for. And as you reflect on that, you'll be able to call that out of yourself too. Because we're all God's kids, all made in the divine image. So mark down what it is you give thanks for about the force that God has made you.